to part 2 of my Skyrim creation kit tutorials. In today's episode, we will pretty much be making an NPC, then turning the NPC into a follower, which is just one more step than making the NPC. Now, in my first video, which I will leave a link for that video in the description below, I went into more detail on how to make the NPC and making just an NPC and add them in the game. I would recommend that video because it goes into more detail, but if you can just kind of follow along, then that'd be great also. So first things first, bring up your creation kit. Oh yeah, and in the previous video I teach you where to download the creation kit. So if you want that, go check it out. Now please ignore this, I was kind of playing around. This is nothing, this is just a map or area. This is just a cell view and I was kind of looking in it, but just ignore that. So I already pretty much went into the file data, double click Skyrim, set as active file, and hit OK and do the loading. And you have to do that every single time you exit out, or just do it every single time you pull up your creation kit again. Once you bring that up, if yours isn't up yet, just pause the video and wait. But if so, I'm going to continue. So, like making an NPC, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make him new. And we're going to make his character ID. So his ID will be, let's go new, or let's make him mod, and then underscore follower. And his name will be Sir. Hello? Hello guys, welcome back to part 2 of my Skyrim creation kit tutorials. In today's video we will be making an NPC and turning him into a follower, which is just one more step. It's not that hard. If you didn't see my first video on the Skyrim creation kit tutorials, I'll leave a link in the description for that below. I recommend checking that out because in that video I will go into more detail and the actual making the NPC itself, just what most all. Sorry, if you heard that crack, that I'm sorry, cracking my back. And that video pretty much goes in more description on like more detail and when you make the NPC, like some of the options. Because in this video I'm just gonna kind of fly through it, just save time, and have expected you to already watch that video. But if you can just kind of pick up with things, that'd be great. Also, just follow along. So first, pull up your creation kit, and don't mind this, I was just messing around with a cell view, so just kind of leave that alone, doesn't matter. And once you pull up your creation kit, you always have to go to File, Data, double click Skyrim, hit Set as Active File, and then hit OK. I already did that, so I don't need to. Then once you do it, that's when you get all of this and stuff. So first things first, like making an NPC, we're gonna go to your actors and everything. It should already be on it. Right click any actor and then hit new. Let it load. And his name will be, or his ID will be mod underscore follower, because you cannot have spaces in the ID for the ID part. And then we're going to make his name what you'll see him by. His name will be Sir Nicholas. His short name will be Nick. And once again, in my previous video, I will go into detail on all this stuff. Now we're going to make him a unique character, which aka pretty much makes it so the computer won't generate your follower multiple times. I don't know how many, but it'll make the one person you created, and only make him once. And that's what you want. Next, we're going to make his race, or make sure you're under the traits tab. And you want to select his race, and he's not going to be a fox, he's going to be a follower, so he will be an imperial. We're going to leave all this. He will be a male, not female. And then you want to hit preview and set your view, your cell view. See, that's my dog in the background if you hear her. Alright, now let's go to stats. He will be a follower, so I want him to help me out in combat, so let's make him level 50. And then hit auto calc stats. And let's change him to a, let's go, no, not that. Where are you? There you are. Combat warrior, one-hand weapon. Pretty sure that's what it means. But let me just hit that again. Alright. There we go. Now we have his stats. Next things we want to do is we want to just skip all that and go to factions. And this is where, from the first video where I made an NPC, this is where we skipped the first time. This actually makes him a follower, almost. So we want to right click, hit new, type in follower. Current, you want to double click current follower faction. Right click again, hit new, type in follower. Then you want to double click potential follower faction, which this pretty much, he can potentially be your follower, and he is your follower. That's what it does. Then you want to single click the left clicker your current follower faction and hit F2. Change that to -1. I don't know what it does, but it works, so just do that. Skip relationships, skip keywords, and go to AI data. Through AI data, we will make him, let's just do unaggressive. Yeah, let's do that. He will be brave, and you will help friends and allies. He will be a happy person. So yeah, not here. Alright, happy person, because I'm a happy follower, and his morality will be just no crime. How about that? Yeah. Combat style. You can change this if you want. Let's see if we can find ourselves a. Let's just do that. Whatever. Alright. And now we can just leave everything else how it is. Let's go to AI, skip AI packages and go to AI inventory to make it so he has clothes on or armor. And since he is an Imperial, let's go to Imperial heavy outfit, no helmet. Preview. There we go. Now let's add his inventory. We're going to skip the sleep outfit once again, because I don't know why. You don't need that. It's stupid, in my opinion. So let's go to his inventory, what he has on him. So new. And let's give him, I want him to have Daedric stuff. So a Daedric bow. New again, and with the bow we will give him Daedric arrows. 100. New. Now let's give him a Daedric sword. New. Let's give him, let's go down armor, Daedric shield, and just, this is an experiment for me. Now I know when this is what he's going to look like no matter what, when he's not following you. This is his default armor. If you give him, if you give him new armor, he will put, or if it's better than what he has right now, he'll equip the better armor. But if you give him the good armor and then you tell him to like go home, he will replace that and put back on his normal armor. So I want to see if in combat, if I go to add an, here it is. I want to go to armor, Daedric, no, Daedric helmet. And I want to know if when you tell him to follow you, he'll put it on, and yeah, so he'll have a helmet. But when he's not following you, he'll take the helmet off. So I think it's kind of cool. And another cool thing is, actually, this kind of defeats the whole purpose. Wait, I gave him gauntlets anyways. Let's just delete that. But you can try that if you want. Because I was about to say, he's gonna have Imperial, like I have a mod that makes Imperial armor, actual Roman Empire armor. It kind of already looks similar, but that'll actually make it Imperial armor. I mean Roman Empire armor. So it doesn't really change. I don't think it changes like the rating on the armor, but it just makes it look cooler. So I'm just gonna leave it like that because I don't think a Daedric helmet would look good on that. So anyways, moving on. Not getting sidetracked anymore. Let's go to his spell list. And I like Healing Hands. See if he actually uses it. I don't know. Let's just give him that, yeah. Alright, let's go all the way to character gen parts. And let's customize. Let's customize his head. So yeah, sorry. Hit the, check the head. You get a nice picture of his head. And his eye will be no. This is a human light gray. Alright, now let's go to his hair. And I like the Nordic hair, it's just my personal favorite. I think it looks badass too. Right there. And now let's go to his facial hair. There we go. Beard 41, I kind of like that. He looks more like a Nord with that, but I just like that look. Alright, that might look good also on with Roman armor, I don't know. Usually they had shorter hair, but we're just gonna leave it like that. Alright, now we're gonna skip the character gen morphs because you can change his nose, whatever. I'm not gonna do that. So now we're done. Hit OK. And let's just wait. Alright. Next thing, we're gonna go to character relationship. Or you gotta go to under character, and if it's not with all the options, hit the plus, and then go to relationship, and then just right click anywhere and hit new. Now this is what always confused me. Your ID is not the same as the ID you just created. So your ID for your relationship can't be the same or you get an error message. So we're going to make his ID new follower 1. How about that? Parent PC. This is where you add what your character ID is. So let's go to mod follower. Child NPC mod follower. He will be an ally. I'm going to leave his association type. See what it does there. And if it doesn't really work, I don't know what the secret thing does. I'm just going to try it out this time. It won't make him not a follower. He's going to be your follower either way. So now hit OK. And now you are pretty much done. All you got to do is add where you want him. So like in the previous video, let's pick our I don't know what that did, but it probably wasn't good. But we're just gonna leave it. I don't care. Alright. Make sure you're on interiors, and let's add him in the solitude. The winking skeever. Yes to all. You have to double click it. Yes to all. Now click on the outside of it. Don't click on anything on the inside. You might get that same. You might move something like I might have done in the other end. All right, now zoom out. Zoom out. All right. Hit shift to scroll around. Oh, I clicked them. I don't like that. Yeah, I have a problem with clicking. I don't. That's just me. I'm heavy on my mouse. It's my fault, but whatever. All right, now actor. And this is pretty much adding the NPC. Easy as that. Now you click on. You don't type in your character faction like we just did earlier. What we're gonna actually do is ID. So mod follower. And alright. Hold and drag, and we're gonna have him sitting down right here. Voila. I have a hiccup. Oh. Alright. Now we're done. Now let's do save. And let's do mod follower. We're done. Now let's hit exit. Exit. Alright, there we go. Alright, and now we're gonna launch next thing, sorry. You wanna hit Skyrim. Go to data files. Scroll down to where you think your MOD, usually the bottom. So mod follower, there he is. We are good. Now I'm gonna launch my Skyrim script extender. Let all this load. I might have a big loading thing, so you might have to skip to the ending part. Actually, he will be there. I promise you. If you have any problems, just leave me a message and we can work your problem out. Usually the creation kit can be a little glitchy, so you could do nothing wrong and he could not be there. I've had times where I make him and he starts. You get in the tavern or wherever you put him, and he'll start killing everyone, and you're just like, what? So usually you just have to redo it, but if that happens, just tell me, because it happened to me a couple times ago. But that wraps up this video. Please leave a comment, rate, subscribe, and if you want to know my mods, I have a lot. Also send me a message or something like that, because this is a cool mod. As you can see, I changed my background music for the loading screen, or the menu screen. But yeah, that wraps up this video. I already said subscribe, comment, stay tuned for more. The next video will be how to make your own race in Skyrim and add him, and that's my favorite one. So stick around for that. Come out in a couple days. Have a good one.